I'm going to pause here because that's the main thing I wanted to show you. In fact, if I run the statement, have a look at what the implication is as well, customer statement, because we've done the opening balance the correct way, if I may call it that. Or do I need to click on select customer now to clear this? If I now say view report, have a look at how it looks like. You now look at David Zapiro, and now you see that he's got an opening balance of 11,000. So even as we move on to the new, what is it called, accounting package, we do not forget about the historical debt from our customers. Right, that's where we are. What's your guys' take on the two areas that we covered? Managing users, their permission, and now the opening balances. Right. What do you think? Let me just type here in. Just thank you, Vanessa. It makes sense. You're happy, right? It's logical. It brings into picture the foundations that we laid yesterday. Now you're starting to see, how the system works. And later on, as you go through the steps or some of the functionality, you can now almost guess the right word, anticipate how the system is going to behave. You kind of like understand how it thinks, if there's such a thing, right? If it handles some functions this way, then when it comes to reconciliation, and other stuff, you're like, okay, it makes sense why it would treat it that way. So that's where we are. We've done the opening balances. We've also done the, I think this was the analysis code. Let me just type this one here. Analysis codes, opening balances. Allocating of receipts. Also looked at banking. So within banking, that's the, let me just add reconciliation as well. Reconciliation. I don't know if I spelled it right. Banking, so split accounts, amongst others. And what else? We did journals and recurring journals. We had a look at the users. We added users and their respective permissions. We looked at the budgets, I think. Yeah, we had a look at budget. right? So I promise that I want to just explain something about this. Now, um, although this package does not have GL codes to function or to integrate with reporting softwares like Caseware and the likes, there was a need to create GL codes, at least when you're exporting the data. As such, please be aware that it's only available under contents area under this function called trial balance export. If you do that, this is the only time that you can actually assign account numbers to your various GL accounts, right? So you can say this is 1000 because that's sales. This is 1005, maybe. This is 1010. It's 1015 and 1020 and so on and so on and so on. And you basically trying to mimic how, GL accounts are supposed to look like anyway, if I'm being honest, right? And once you export this, then the consultant or the auditor, whatever, they'll be able then to write the and integrate this data into the Caseware software. Then you click on save. I repeat, it does not mean that then when you export data, it will be in CSV. Of course, it means CSV. And I'm pretty sure it should have the GL codes that I just punched in a few seconds ago. Let me see. I think here they are. Let me just, it's very small. I'll increase it because you guys mentioned that the text is very small here. Let me do that. So you can see that I've got my name of the GL account. I've got account number. I've got my date, debit, and whatnot. Then you can see that for integration purposes, I can assign a GL account. However, it does not mean that if I go back in the system and I go to my accounts, list of my accounts, it does not mean that by some miracle, these accounts will have a GL account. I hope that makes sense what I'm saying. So that's what I wanted to talk about here. Where's my notepad now? Okay, there it is. So I think that feature, what is that feature called? Trial balance export. Yeah. What assigning GL numbers, codes, whatever you can call them. Right. Use this. Done. I think one of the last things is VAT. I just want to see if there's anything, but these are just various reports. You can have a look and see if I've also talked about processing recurring journals. There's reports. I'm just going to close off with this topic here just now in a few minutes. Accounts, we talked about editing of account, listing of accounts. We talked about this, which mimics the sub-account grouping. These things should not exist. The proper way to do your opening balances should be down here. Banking, we talked about, banking, bank statement rules, transactions, reconciliation, manage bank feeds, various reports, items, transactions, special. I think I'll come back here and mention the renumbering of codes and the adjusting of selling prices for those times when the price goes up. Yeah, I'm happy this side. I think we touched on almost everything within the, so these are additional modules. We won't be touching that. And by now, a graph should be much better. If I go to home and say dashboard, there should be more data on there, and you can see clearly that in terms of banking, it will show you the graph where you are starting from now. And June. I think we had a prior. Did I put in a 2.4? Oh, yes. Do you remember the 2.4? That was the take on balance that I put in earlier on. And top selling items, right? So I can clearly see which one is performing better here. And if I were to log in as an accountant, probably I'll be more interested in a financial dashboard, which will give me more dashboards relating to the state of the business, health of the business, and then I can see my income versus my expenses. I can see my profit and loss even before I run it. I can even run my financial reports directly from my dashboard. Merely by clicking on profit and loss, it should take me to that, right? I could change some of these dashboards. So if I don't like the graph like this, I could see if possible, I can click here if it allows me and then change the way it looks like. Okay, there it does. It changes. So I can say my income versus my expenses is based on the current year versus based on say maybe I want it based on current month. Then if I save, then it will refresh and say, okay, fine. If it's the current month you're interested in, this is how it looks like. Right. So each one of these settings can give you additional functionality. I like quick view. Quick view gives you an overall view of a customer or supplier. Can imagine on the line if they're asking for extended credit, I can quickly go to Zapiro, I can quickly go to Mary, and the system says just at the high level, look, this person owes you this much. Sales this year is that much, right? And as a manager, am I deciding, do I decide to give a credit or not? I can even choose to see the graphs and say, okay, fine, this is how his sales have been performing specifically for that customer, right? Days outstanding, how's the aging, right? I'm not sure if I need to give a extended credit because there is an amount from way back in the old system, right? Um, for items as well, very nice. So if you go to an item and you say the cheese, how is it performing, right? So I've bought more than I've sold, right? So what is the reason? What's going here? That's my cost. There's my selling price. Maybe the selling price is too high. There's my GP and my GP amount. So at the high level, I can quickly see what's going on against my what is it called? Against my item and my customer. So this is very, very useful. Quick view, very useful. Yeah, I think that's about it. I'm about to go to VAT. Right, let me go to VAT. Right, now, VAT, where is it again? Under administration. I saw it earlier here, under accounts, 10th area. VAT, if I click on VAT returns and reports, I must have created submission dates, by the way, right? So create and manage your VAT setup so that you can view your reports. Is this the first time you're running this? Then I'm going to click on yes, right? So that's the number I put in yesterday when I started the company. The last VAT period and date. Just going to thumbs up some of these dates here. So if, I don't know, was it July? And last submission, last VAT submission due date is it now? August. And I'm going to say I'm reporting every 2 months. Right. Yeah. I'm going to say next. I hope those dates are fine. Of course, every business is different. Some sectors or businesses, based on their sectors, they have to report every month. Some companies every 2 months, and so on and so on and so on. But anyway, if you look at the VAT report now, right, after I put in those fictitious dates and all that did here, right, you can clearly see that the VAT period is for August to September. Luckily, I think it includes the current date of the current period, right? And then you can view your VAT report. We can click on view. How good is that? So I can clearly see that, okay, all the transactions that I've been doing, especially on the customer tax invoice, of course, it's been recorded against the output VAT. There was a zero rate. I think this is all the times we've been doing deliveries, you remember? And every time I bought, it hits the input VAT, right? Let me pause here, check if there are any questions. Is this more or less what you expect of the system? Where's my coffee while I wait for questions? Should I carry on? You good? Or you still? Tembi is good. Let me accept Nolwazi. Nolwazi, I think, was kicked out at meeting. Right. So that's very powerful, guys. And the ease at which you can, you know, you can set up these things, the VAT, very, very, very simple, right? And if I just go back again, back to VAT returns page, it takes me back here. I can run my VAT report. I can run the same report for my previous VAT periods because it can pick up that I've got my take on balances, but I didn't affect any tax anyway, so I'm not too worried here. That's why there's no VAT there. What is it that I want to show you? You know, sometimes you have to submit the VAT 201. Guess what? Sage has thought about that. And if you're happy with the VAT report, then you should be happy with the, just click on view reports with the way this one looks. So you got your VAT 201. It more or less comes with this format, so you can just print this. The figures are already there for you using the calculations that SARS uses, so you can just copy it directly on. I think with time they'll just allow you to click submit, then it just goes, you know, from here. You don't even have to do the manual submissions. This is full circle for a company, of course, that's using VAT and selling goods or services and whatnot. The inclusion and the processes that's you know, implemented by SBC. It makes it easy for anyone to utilize this program. even when you're teaching someone from bookkeeping fundamentals, and now you're moving them to computerized accounting, they can see the full cycle, from your, what do you guys call it? When you moving amounts from the subsidiary journals, ledgers, and then you're recording the balances, the closing of the months, the carry down balances and whatnot. Sometimes we train that bookkeeping fundamental, and when they do this, then it must complement the foundation that they have from the accounting side. Full circle. I'm trying to think of something, guys, to keep you here. Number one, because I don't want to be left by myself here. Let me look for another functionality. What else can I show you? I think let's go through them. Who's got the book? Who can read for us in the table of contents? Just, the chapters that's in there, and what else? Maybe something will jog my memory. I think Vanessa mentioned something about the book earlier on. Was it you, Vanessa?
Yes, it was me.
Okay, good. So that would be your job then to tell us what the book says. Just the chapters, though.
Okay, chapter 1 was getting started with Sage Accounting.
Mm-hmm.
Must I go through like the subparts or just?
Maybe just the top, the high levels.
Okay, so yeah, lesson 1 was getting started with Sage Accounting, which was the Sage Accounting concept, access, signing up, logging in, navigating, and online help.
Perfect. We're all okay with that, right? That's what we did yesterday, right? And what next?
Okay, then lesson 2 was maintain and administer your companies. So it's maintaining the company, creating users and giving permissions, changing your password, looking at your profile.
Just pause on that. Correct. Those two things, changing of the password and the profile. Now, if you look here at the top, there's any user can click on change password, and you put in the old password, and you can put in the new password. Well, you have to confirm it, right? And the other one, you mentioned the profile. So you can go to the profile so the user can see their licenses, right? Their licenses, they can see the billing address, they can see their details. Heck, they even got the code, which if it's referenced by someone else, let's say you refer a friend of yours and they take up Sage Accounting Business Cloud, then Sage will pay money back into your account, right? People have become millionaires with this. Okay, maybe not millionaires, but you can make a lot of money. All right, back to you, Vanessa.
Okay, and then the last one was the exporting and importing data in that section.
I think we did that. Right. What else?
Okay, lesson 3 was suppliers.
Mm-hmm.
So supplier master files, creating suppliers, printing your supplier listing, and maintaining existing suppliers.
Perfect. Just pause at that. Is everyone content with that? Do you think you understand it? If anyone asks you to print a supplier master file, maintain it, edit address, create a supplier, are you all okay with it? I'll take it as a yes. Carry on, Vanessa.
Yes. Okay, lesson 4 was items. Item master files, creating items, printing the item listing reports, maintaining items, and creating item bundles.
Oh, okay. Something else I could show you, because I did mention that in the item, there's a, the selling price. Actually, let me make a note of that, this side here quickly. It will take 2 minutes, but I want you to carry on. Just hold on for me. Item bundles and selling price. Carry on, Vanessa.
Okay, lesson 5 was on customers. So customer master files, creating customers, printing customer listing reports, and maintaining existing customers.
Okay, very similar to the supplier side, right? Good.
Okay, then 6 is bank accounts and assets.
Mm-hmm.
It says other master files,
Mm-hmm.
creating bank accounts, maintaining bank or credit card accounts, and creating assets.
All right, is everyone happy with that? Thank you, Nolwazi.
Yes.
Oh, great, great. Thank you. Right. Back to you, Vanessa.
Okay, 7 is system accounts. So creating your accounts, account reporting groups, and sales and purchases accounts.
Oh, I take it we happy with that. I'm looking at the chat. I'm looking who's raising their hands. So up until this point, you can do everything that Vanessa just mentioned. Right, carry on, Vanessa.
Okay, 8 is analysis code, and it's just creating analysis codes.
9
was processing, so processing different transactions, changing invoice numbering, processing supplier transactions, reports for the supplier transactions, processing customer transactions, reports for customer transactions, customer statement run, how to edit documents, and processing with analysis codes.
That's right. All of those things I'm happy with. I will show you something though, which you need to be careful with. You can edit an archived invoice. So, like normally in your accounting package, once you created an invoice, it's done and dusted. The only way to take it out is to create a credit note. But in Sage Business Cloud, if you've got enough permissions, you can actually edit an existing document. You need to be very careful. Again, if you don't want that functionality, you can take it out via permissions, right? But I'll show you a way. It will take a minute. Carry on, Vanessa.
Okay, lesson 10 is banking. So it's banking, importing bank statements, bank feeds, processing your payments and receipts, supplier batch payments, and reconciling banking transactions.
Okay, good.
11 is customer zone. Customer zone introduction, setting up online payments, setting up customer zone, setting up customer settings, customer zone features, and processing invoices through the customer zone.
Correct. Now, with the customer zone and the payment gateway, you're not going to get an actual account unless you're a paying customer. But what I'm not sure if I showed you is that if I do receive an invoice, did I receive an invoice yesterday? Just give me a minute. I think I received some form of an invoice. I can drill back to my, let me just do this. I can drill back and see my transactions. Customer zone invoice. So I'm going to email this back to, I can drill back and no, I don't have it. I've got a PO. So I'll do another one just now. All right. So Vanessa, for that one, I'm going to do a customer zone. I need for you guys to see this. The payment gateway, the those other options, just like importing of an actual bank statement or logging onto a live bank account, you won't be able to see unless you're a paying customer, because that involves sensitive data. But I can show you when you email someone a document how it looks like. Carry on, please.
Okay, adjustments and accountants area. So supplier adjustments, item adjustments, customer adjustments, the accountant's duties, accountant's area, accountant's reports, trial balance, export process,
Export, right?
processing journal entries, and processing recurring journals.
Correct. So all of those again we've covered. The exporting accountants area, let me just come down here. All of those we have covered. And when they talk about journal processing, guys, if you do the journal here, or if I do a supplier journal, as opposed to being a document, if I do like a, what is it, under customers, under, where's my customer adjustment? I think they call it customer adjustment, right? If I do one journal, it's the same for all master records. You understand? So whether I come here to add a customer, what is it? A customer journal, or I do a supplier journal, it's exactly the same. I just want to show you something quickly under transactions. Where is this thing here? Oh yeah, there it is at the bottom. I think if I do a quick entry, so for argument's sake, if I do a quick entry and I'm like, I want to effect an increase for all my customers tab, or I'm going to charge them monthly levy, no VAT, and I'm going to charge them a levy of 200 for being my customers. Please don't kill me based on the account that I select this side. Imagine this is rent received, right? Which is our income, right? And then if I come here, I can also charge label for the levy. I'm just going to keep it to what is it? To 2 customers. And we charge this annually, and this is my interest received. This kind of function or layout or format, you've seen it with the rest of the screens, right? So cash book looks more or less the same. Your accountants area journal looks about the same. We talked about the effect. So if I increase, you should, just by looking at it, you should know that if I say increase, this is a what type of account? It's a customer control. It's an asset. It's going to increase. If they say increase, it's going to be debited, right, by that amount. What will be credited? It's the contra account by affecting account, which is the interest received, which is fine because it increases on the credit side. So I've chosen this one intentionally because it's on the, and if I say process, you will see then on the customer statement, David Zapiro and this other guy will have, you see, there's a journal. If you go to their statements, you'll see that they've got 200 each on their statement. Just put a bookmark where you are, Vanessa. I just want to quickly knock these ones out of the way. Under customers, I'm just going to say invoice, for example, text invoice. I want to show you guys something. And if I'm going to, I like the fact that it updates the status. It can pick up that we receive money for this one, and I'm gonna email. Then if I email it, I'm gonna email this one to myself. Where's the window? What happened to it? Okay, there email this one to myself. Then I'm going to show you the customer zone. Very important. So that's that. Edit archived invoice. While this one is sending, I'm going to show you that you shouldn't be able to edit an account. So this one, for example, let me just open this one. This one, it's been maybe let me take the one from Kia. How much is it? 4881, and it's the only invoice. Okay, that one would be even easier to manipulate. Let me just check this side. I just received on this side here, I just received a link here on my inbox. Of course, it's from this company receive. So imagine this is the customer receiving this, right? So they can see, okay, there's the invoice, this is how much you owe. But look at this. To view your invoices online, click here. And they can easily click on this. And where will it direct them? Back to the system. Let's see how it looks like. You see that it opens a new tab completely. They're logging into your company. So it shows Spa, Florida, and whatnot. And the only thing they can see is the invoices, codes, sales orders, and documents related to themselves. Nobody else. And by extension, if there was a payment link on the what's his name on the document, on the email, they'd be able to pay. So this cuts down on the amount of administration that you guys have to do as the business owners, because your customers can log in directly into your company and then see and administer the data themselves. This is one of the coolest features, I must tell you. Oops, let me take this back this side. And the other thing, what was it? What is it that I wanted to show you? To edit the invoice. So it's very easy to edit the invoice. I can click on edit and it will resist. It will say, you know what, you're not allowed to do this, especially that the invoice is paid. It's unethical, it's dangerous, you'll get us arrested. But Sage Business Cloud eventually gives up and says, look, if you know what you're doing, especially that you've issued the invoice, just know that you will have to reissue the invoice again. You'll have to unallocate. It will be a mess. But are you really sure? Say, yeah, I'm sure. I'm doing some dodgy dealings here. And what will happen is the same invoice number, the same everything will be reactivated for you to manipulate. Then I can change it and I can, let me say, I can even change, I can delete the line. I can change the quantities to 6. Then the invoice was invoice number, where's the first invoice that we've done. Then I'll just say save. See, and it's totally changed. Heck, if I print this, it will show the updated information with the same number. So this is, again, guys, very dangerous. Because I'm not trying to sell it, I'll make you aware of it. If so switch it off if you're going to take this live. Switch off this functionality in your control user access and say if a document is already created, especially those that that's got an impact in your financials, they shouldn't have the ability to change them. Editing this, customer invoice, bundle and selling price. So lastly, under your item, you can do item adjustment, guys. Again, it's a journal for your item, right? Just like we had a customer journal, general journal. There's a journal for stock items. So I can come here, I can change I can update either the cost price or the, what is the other thing? Cost price or what? Or the quantity. So reason, I can say theft. Someone stole Iwiza. Then I can say, look, for my Iwiza here, my cost is still 30. I'm happy with it. But the new quantity, someone took away one bag at least. So this morning when we took a walk, I only saw 75. Then I can update this. And you'll see if I were to go to my stock valuation and whatnot, and things like that, or my list of items, the quantity on hand is now 75. So it's similar to a stock count, by the way, right? It's a direct journal. Likewise, I could have updated the, what is it called? The cost on the same, on the same thing, right? Are we okay before I move away from this one? So there's customer zone, that's the archived, that's this, that's not, no, it's not the selling, this is the item, should I call it item adjust, like that, right? We're good with that. Selling price, again, pretty straightforward. You go to your selling price. You're like, okay, I want to adjust my selling price. Next, right? Is it based on anything else? Are you going to take your cost maybe plus 10% or something, you know, whatever the case is. So I'm taking the selling price, I'm going next, and I can say take the selling price as is and adjust percentage. So if I was reducing it, I could say minus 10%, for example, because it's a percentage. It says so here. Or I could, if it's positive, I could say 20%. Right. Next, next, next. Or I could filter or select certain categories, right? Finish. So hopefully if it went well, if I look at my items, oh, here they are anyway. I can look at my cheese and say, do you see that? Has the price gone up? I did not have a 54. Which one do you remember? Let's take delivery. Delivery was 8 and 10. I think that one was easy enough. Do you remember? We didn't even have, we never had a vet on it anyway. So this one was easy enough. So I'm sure if you add, to add 20% to 8 should give you that much. If you add, you know, 20% to 10, this was 10. Yeah, 12 rands. Yes. As bad as my maths is, I'm sure if you add 20% to 10, it gives you 12. That much I know. Right. So that's your selling price. Bundles, if you're going to sell these individually, but you also need the flexibility to bundle them together. Nothing stops you from creating bundles, right? So I can create a list of item bundles. It's like a kit. It's really straightforward. Hey, you just come here and you're like, okay, my kit comprises of granny special, right? My granny's special, since we're a retail shop. So if they take the monthly special, I'll give them quantity 1, give them 1 Coke, and I'll give them 1 bag of Iwiza. Let's give them 2 blocks of cheese. Then I'll say, yes, save. What does this allow me to do? In future, if I do a tax invoice, right, I can actually, if a pensioner comes, granny comes and say, you know, I'd like to have the special. I say, okay, fine. You're not buying an item, you're not buying a count, you're buying a bundle, which is the granny special. And if I tab, boom, it knows that I've got two, what is it? Two block of cheese, one Coke, one Uiza, and it adds up to that. Then I can say print preview. And there you go. And Grady is happy. And you save it. Or maybe you're selling apple, chicken separately, and rice. But come Friday, you have Friday special and you sell it as a meal, right? Many uses for this. Vanessa, back to you.
Okay, then we have lesson 13, which was VAT. Setting up company VAT periods, VAT returns and reports, processing other VAT-related transactions, and the VAT 201.
Okay, which we've seen. All right, anything else?
Then the last one is lesson 14, other functionalities, budgets, adjusting supplier opening balances, adjusting item opening balances, adjusting customer opening balances, company opening balances. Then they've got favorites and losing your work.
Losing, it's on the cloud. You'll never lose your work. Okay, it's okay. Right. Is that it?
That's it.
Right. Thank you very much, Vanessa. Wow. Now you understand why I was pushing so hard yesterday, right? Knock off at 3:30. It might seem like we've got a lot of time, but trust me, even a package, we consider it one of small packages like SBC. You still have to go through the entire accounting cycle. So what I mean is your account setup, your customer setup, and whatnot. By comparison, if you do partner training and you go through the same accounting cycle, I think you got like 4 days or 5 days, right? But SBC, you got 2 days. So that's why I cram and I need 9 to 4 minimum to go through to make sure that I cover all the topics. But here we are, guys, on second day. Went through SBC. Was this useful? What was, especially those of you who've used the system before, right? Did it clear up some of the things you're struggling with? Do you find it a friendly system to use? Would you be able to deliver this in future if you asked to do so? Who wants to go first? All right, thanks, Vanessa.
I think it was very interesting to learn about the Sage Business Cloud. Now I'm actually comparing it with the Evolution. What I have in mind. I once had partner long ago, so I'm just in the process of thinking, should we implement it for our first years, because it's just basic. So it was a very interesting 2 days, actually.
Thank you very much. All right. Thank you, Tembi. Thank you, Vanessa. Anyone else? Before you log off, you still have to stay and fill in the feedback and the surveys. So just hang in there 5 minutes. Fine. We'll be done by 4, I promise. If you just give me feedback now and let me know where there are any gaps, do you need additional material? Is this helpful? Or you covered? Are you covered from top to toe? You're good. You're content.
Trevor, will you see in the chat there was a question from Nawazi?
Is it? Sorry, Nolwazi. I see 330 Nolwazi. Yes, yes. I struggle to find sales and purchases accounts function. Kindly go over that briefly. Oh no, we did that while we're creating an item Nolwazi. So if you look at my screen, when we did the item, when you created an item, that is right. Down here where it says sales account and purchases account. So we just clicked on the drop down and we created add new account. You can see the 3 that we created. I don't know if that answers your question. So if you look at eVisa, for example, the staple, and just be aware that they share the same description. The description needs to be unique. So whatever you create here, maybe put a S for sales and C for cost of sales. Something like that. Are you still there, Nolwazi? Nolwazi is still logged in, right? Nolwazi? Nolwazi? I'm not sure if he's still with us. All right, so that was Nolwazi's question. All right, Lunga. We're about to sign off now. So I'm just doing the last roll call. Let's go. Lunga. Okay, not. Is in Temba?
No, I'm okay. Thank you.
Was it helpful?
Yeah, it was interesting.
Right. Thank you very much, Temba. Vanessa is good. Mazwi.
Hi, I'm here.
How was the training? How was
No,
the...
from my side. It was very helpful because this is my first time doing this.
And I
I've
think...
learned a lot.
No, that's great. That's great. So you content, you feel like it's doable, even though it's the first time you do it?
Yes.
That's great. Thank you very much, Mazwi. Nolwazi, I was looking for you earlier. Did you hear what I said about your sales and purchases account on the item?
Yes, Trevor, I did get it. Sorry about it. I just lost network, but I
Oh,
did get it. I did get it.
okay, good.
Yeah.
And the training for you, are there any areas of concern or you good overall?
Overall, compared to my first time in 2018, I can say this was much more informative. So now I actually got to see a lot of things compared to like last time, and I feel like I gained more information this time.
Wonderful.
So, yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Nolwazi. Who have I not spoken to? Tembi, Kerry.
Yes, thank you, Trevor. I think it was very useful, and the program overall is very user-friendly and intuitive. So I think it's quite easy. A lot of the time, you did give us, a chance to actually do things first before you told us how it was done. And a lot of the time, we were able to cope with it because it is a very user-friendly program.
It's an easy system, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you very much, Kerry. So I think that's everyone that I have currently. Yeah. And with that said, guys, they will email you. I think I'll send you a link. They probably got your email addresses. Or let me do it this way. I need you to fill in the feedback form for the training, these 2-day training, right? So please take down my email address. Send me your email. because our admin sometimes it's very slow. So let me just put this one here. So my email address is, where is it? Right. So that's my email address. Please send it to me today. Sage.com. Let me increase the font. No, man, there were two Sinetemba. Wasn't there someone else with?
There was yesterday.
Okay, yes, man. I'm just thinking about it now. When I'm increasing the font, someone kept on saying they can't see.
That was me.
That was you. Okay. So when I'm doing this, I'm like, I think there were two. All right, so let me do this. Right. So please take down my email address. Send me, send me something, whatever. Hi, Trevor, here's my email. And then what I will do is I will send you the feedback. The link doesn't come to me. It's an online thing, right? And you can leave a comment if you will. And that's about it. And we should be done for today. In future, in going forward, maybe if you're doing a training and, there's something that you want to ask or something, you're welcome to drop me an email. Then I will respond to it naturally. So if not,
you, Trevor.
No, thank you.
For your time. It wasn't an easy one online sitting through 2 days, but I think we did achieve what we wanted to achieve. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. You can see we're not used to this whole virtual thing. I'm putting it on Notepad. I could have just put it on a chat as he carried it. Help me out there. So we're gonna get used to this whole virtual thing, right? Yeah, we'll get to it.
I was even asking, but do you have a notepad on SBC? But I've realized now we don't.
A notepad? No, there's no notepad now. Yeah, no.
Even the calculator, it's not there, but it's it's okay.
No, there's no notepad. Yeah.
Okay, thank
But
you.
by comparison, this is one of the shortest. How can I put it? One of the shortest times, or in terms of duration that we spend on the product. If you look at the available packages that we have, I also train Sage X3. So if I'm training people on financials, just to create like not even stock, it might even take 8 days, to do that. So if you think this took long, it wasn't long at all, right? So the one group that I train, it would be 8 days. If they enroll again for stock, it's another 2 weeks, right? So they all differ but for what Sage Business Cloud offers, that's why I don't even go by the book. I'm like, the main focus is for you to understand, just go feature by feature, and then this way you will never forget it. You just click on the menu, like, what does this one do? What does this one? How does this one tie back to this one? And then you just write down in a notepad everything that you've covered. You will never forget that. So with that being said, guys, I don't think there's anything else here. Thank you very much for your attendance until we meet again next time.
Sorry, Trevor, before you leave.
Yes.
So with regards to the assessments, I think I saw the email that there'll be the assessment or something after the training.
If there is an assessment, it will be done online. So I think it will be on SageU. So you'll have to create a profile, for example, right? So you click on the online assessment, and this whole thing, then it will start counting down, and you have to complete it within an hour or two. Stuff like that, right? But I'll ask Paddy. So you send me your email, then I will inquire from the office if they've activated your profiles for you already.
So will they predict and email us individually, Trevor, about the assessment?
No, if you send me the email as we arranged regarding the feedback form, I can see already Carrie Lee sent me an email, Vanessa sent me an email. I will then inquire based on those people I got the email from at the office to say, Carrie attended, please activate their profile so that they can write their assessment over and above me giving you the feedback for evaluation.
So will they give us the details then via email? Because obviously each assessment will be different.
Correct. You write in your own capacity. It's not a group effort, guys. I must never catch you writing as a group. I will know if you did.
I think
it's not an open book as well. I'll be watching.
I think even better, Trevor, Kerry sent you an email with all the email addresses for everyone from UK.
That's it. Exactly. That's even better. Exactly. That's even better. All right. Let's see, Kerry. Yeah, I can see yes. Okay. And Vanessa. Yes, I've got Vanessa's. Right. Anything else from your side, guys?
Trevor? Yes, tell me, the students will be writing any assessment from Sage? Will they be anything like that as well?
I don't think they'll be writing. There is a person responsible for the students, to organize this training for the universities and whatnot. Probably most of you know him, Pedic, right? So I'm actually going to be chatting with them to find out the arrangement. The trainers, though, yourselves as lecturers, you need to be certified. Yes. So that's why I'm taking your email addresses and making sure that your accounts are activated.
Okay.
Then I'll ask him, regarding the students, what is the plan?
Okay.
Yes.
Trevor, are you going to be sending us the video? Because I know Perdix told me that he will send me recorded videos.
No problem. I do have the emails. Yes, I'll send you. There's two people who asked for them. It was Tembi, because she had to knock off early yesterday, and then I will include you as well. Is it who's speaking now? Is it Kerry?
It's Kerry, yeah.
Just hold on, Kerry, because I'm gonna forget as soon as I leave here. Well, there it is. This side. Kerry and Tembi. Video links. All right, got it. I'll send it to. I'll send it today.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Kerry. Let me just wrap up here. All right, so that's updated. All right, guys. Thank you very much for your attendance, and have a great day further. Cheers.
Cheers, Trevor.
Bye, bye everyone.